Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here at the Link Library by the Frazee High School, right off of Highway 7 or East Lake Street in Frazee, with Greta Guck and Darla Edmond. And Darla is our local coordinator now?
Yep. As of October.
Okay. And how did you get involved with the Link, the Laurel Systems?
Well, I had moved up here a couple years ago, and I actually just needed to do some paperwork for the county. And I had walked in, and they had said that you realize that there's a Link site right in Frazee where you live. And I'm like, well, no, I didn't. I had no idea. So I came up here, and Patty was the coordinator at the time.
Yeah, Patty Nunn, yes.
Yes, and her and I got to know each other quite a bit. One day I walked in to check out some DVDs, and she looked at me and she went, I am retiring. Would you like a job? And I went, what? And she handed me the description for it and told me that, think about it, and if I wanted to apply. So I did, and a week later I met Greta.
And Greta, how's your story? How did you get involved with the Link?
Yeah, so I am originally from Perm. Mm-hmm. I am a Yellow Jacket, Perm Yellow Jacket. And then after I graduated high school, but I said, I got to get out of here. So I got the heck out of here. And I went to the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities is where my undergraduate degree is from. Mm-hmm. And actually I didn't know I wanted to be a librarian. It was a few years after college when I was a little bit driftless. I was working, but I was like, well, what am I going to do with my life? And one day it occurred to me that my favorite place to be, which is libraries, there were people that worked there. Did you even know that? That people work in a library. So I started doing some research, and I figured out that to be a professional librarian, you need a master's of library and information science. So I went to graduate school at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Uh-huh. So lived in a big city, Minneapolis, spent 2.5 years in Milwaukee. And then this was about 10 years ago in August is when I got my master's degree. So I've been working in public libraries since, my first job was December of 2011. I was in Minot, North Dakota.
Why not Minot, the magic city of North Dakota?
Exactly. And it was a very interesting experience. I liked it, but it's quite a ways away from home. And so then I took a job a little bit closer. I was the library director in Wahpeton, North Dakota for 2.5 years. Then I took another job back in Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I was there, worked at their public library for a year. And then I decided to move back to Perm because, by God, at that time, there was nowhere else I wanted to be but back in Perm, Minnesota. 17 years later, I was like, get me back there. And so I moved back to Perm 3.5 years ago, started working at the DL Library. I first was their children's librarian. Now I am the library director, and I couldn't be happier. And so I supervised the Frazee LINK Site and had the pleasure of hiring Darla. And it's been great. I love it.
Well, it's amazing sometimes how things come back around into a circle and you end up back where you were when you were a kid.
For real.
But we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back with Greta and Darla and talk about some of the programming that's coming up here at the Link Library. You know, this is a tremendous system for us to have. And, the bookmobile and everything else, but the links are anchor points. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and we've been visiting here with Greta Guck and Darla Edmond here at the Frazee Link Library. and talking about their experiences kind of on how they got here. And now we're going to talk about what's happening in 2021 here at the Link.
Well, since, we've been at a year that not much has happened, we've all been kind of by ourselves and stuck up in our houses. We're going to start to broaden that spectrum. We're going to get out of our house. We're going to get back together with the community, and we're going to join the summer learning experience. Now, it's not going to be very big coming from my little site here in Frazee, but it's about getting the community together. It's about keeping the kids connected to reading while they're not in school having to be forced to read. And we're going to make it fun. We're not going to say, here's a book, have at it. We're going to get you involved a little more than that. The summer learning experience involves school kids, young teens. We're going to maybe set up a little game. We're going to have 3 or 4 events in which reading is going to be involved. Prizes will be won at the end. It's going to involve tracking and logging, of course, and you can do that online or via paper, depending on how you feel. And we're going to connect with larger local libraries like the Detroit one where Greta works. Is there anything you want to add about that?
Just that, so the summer, our summer program, it will kick off June 1st and go through the end of July. And so we still have some things up in the air right now, but if you check back in June, we will have everything ready to go, and you can sign up by coming into the Frazee LINK Site. But also if you're in Detroit Lakes, you can go to the DL library. And yeah, we just encourage everyone to participate. It's a lot of fun, and it really does encourage kids to stay active, stay engaged in reading all summer long. And
so now you have online systems here, and then what are your hours?
We are open Monday from 10:30 to 12:30 and Thursdays from 2 to 7.
Okay. Now, and your website is?
It's just the
larl.org.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to think, because you won't find me directly unless you go to locations.
Yeah. Now, and of course you have your online services here where they can look up stuff. And I know my friend Lou Graham comes in here.
Yes, he comes in a lot.
Lou is great because Lou goes after some of the most interesting books. We've had stuff come here from the Smithsonian.
Yes,
for him. It's taken some of them some time to get here, and some of them were really old books.
Yes.
And but Lou's kind of our local historian, and without this, Lou would be lost. And God bless him, he's a great person, a good friend of mine. And he's my go-to person to find out what's happening hundreds of years ago and what has happened in Frazee. So.
Yeah.
Yes, he has definitely come in with some interesting topics.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Brightened my eye a little bit on some things I didn't realize existed.
He's good with that stuff. So, and of course, what are your hours in Detroit Lakes? You're open every day, right there?
Every day but Sunday.
Okay.
So Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. But certainly larl.org, you can search and place books on hold, movies on hold anytime. Also, if you're interested in ebooks or streaming movies, streaming music, all of that can be found from our website. We have Overdrive or Libby as a platform. We also have a fairly new platform, Hoopla, and that has streaming movies, ebooks, e-audiobooks, but a whole bunch of resources available anytime from our website.
Well, we appreciate you ladies being on the program, and we look forward to you stopping at the Link or the Laurel System. This is a great opportunity for you to expand your horizons and continuing your reading. It's good for the mind. And with that, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. Next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll catch you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.